Dustin Davis back with you, and some of the Bears' offseason ideas look bold on paper, but once you see the contracts and trade math, it gets a lot more interesting. The Chicago Bears face crucial decisions this offseason, with contract expirations forcing difficult choices and limited salary cap flexibility constraining their options. The organization must determine how aggressively to reshape its defensive core. Every move carries consequences that will define whether this roster takes a meaningful step forward or remains trapped in the same competitive tier. The timeline compounds the pressure. Free agency opens soon, and the Bears' current financial position leaves little room for error. Leadership must balance the appeal of proven veterans against the risk of overcommitting resources to players whose best seasons may already be behind them. Here's the latest Chicago Bears news that just dropped and what it means for the team's future. First, friends, can I ask for a small favor? If you're liking what we do, click the like button to show your support. It truly means a lot. Thanks again. The secondary stands at the center of Chicago's offseason uncertainty, where contract decisions could reshape the entire defense. The Bears have roughly 5 weeks to finalize negotiations with departing free agents before the new league year officially begins at 4 p.m. Eastern on March 11th. A 48-hour legal tampering period precedes that deadline, effectively launching formal contract discussions across the league. Current indications suggest Chicago aims to retain at least one starting safety, either Pro Bowl veteran Kevin Byard III or Jaquan Brisker, though completing such agreements requires substantial salary cap maneuvering to maintain broader roster flexibility. Recent projections place the Bears approximately $5.3 million over the salary cap, a position that may prevent the organization from presenting truly competitive market offers to either safety, while simultaneously addressing other personnel priorities and attempting to re-sign additional pending free agents. Should negotiations with Chicago's own safety stall, Bleacher Report's Alex Ballantyne identifies the Bears as a potential trade destination for Arizona Cardinals All-Pro Budda Baker. Ballantyne noted that both Kevin Byard and Jaquan Brisker face unrestricted free agency, creating an opening for the position to become a top priority if the Bears cannot keep both players. Baker has appeared in trade rumors intermittently over recent seasons, and his availability could increase if he prefers avoiding another coaching transition in Arizona. Acquiring Baker would provide an immediate upgrade at strong safety compared to Brisker, a statement reflecting Baker's established excellence rather than criticism of Brisker's ability. Since Arizona selected him in the second round of the 2017 draft, Baker has maintained elite consistency, earning Pro Bowl honors in 8 of 9 professional seasons while demonstrating exceptional physicality against the run. He exceeded 100 tackles for the 6th time in 2025, while also recording 5 pass breakups and 1 interception. Defensive coordinator Dennis Allen would gain substantial schematic flexibility with a versatile, aggressive safety like Baker entering year 2 of his defensive system. Baker's skill set allows deployment as an in-the-box enforcer, a run support defender, or a coverage plus blitz weapon, depending on offensive personnel groupings and game situations. The practical barrier centers on cost. According to SpotTrack's calculations, Baker has 2 years and approximately $34 million remaining on his current contract, with roughly $7.7 million guaranteed in 2026. If Chicago completes a trade, the salary cap charges would total approximately $16.1 million in 2026 and $17.8 million in 2027, significantly more expensive than what Brisker would command on a new long-term agreement. I'll be honest, I love Budda Baker as a player, but that contract jumps off the screen. If those figures hold, you're paying top dollar at a spot where the Bears already have options. Would you rather keep depth everywhere or swing big on one proven star? Leave your opinion in the comments. On the opposite side of the ball, a different positional need has sparked discussions about a division rival star player. The Bears require a high-quality edge rusher to complement Montez Sweat, yet the conventional acquisition methods, the NFL draft, or unrestricted free agency present imperfect solutions for the team's immediate objectives. A trade with an NFC North division rival, however, could address the void while providing mutually advantageous salary cap relief or draft capital flexibility. Green Bay's Rashan Gary still has 2 years remaining on a $96 million contract, carrying base salaries of $18 million and $21 million over the next 2 seasons. Gary's recent production has not necessarily warranted that compensation level, prompting Bleacher Report's Alex Ballantyne to identify him as a leading candidate to become a salary cap casualty entering 2026. Ballantyne explained that the massive contract came with expectations Gary would elevate his performance and continue ascending at that point in his career. Instead, Gary has plateaued, and the Packers made the aggressive addition of Micah Parsons. Gary recorded 7.5 sacks for the second straight season, insufficient output for a player receiving that level of compensation. Identifying a trade partner for Gary would represent an ideal outcome for Green Bay. From Green Bay's perspective, Gary would register as a $28 million cap hit next season. Chicago, conversely, would primarily absorb his $18 million base salary in 2026 and $21 million in 2027. Those figures remain more manageable than the premium the Bears would likely pay on the open market for an established free agent such as Trey Hendrickson or Jalen Phillips. And Gary's 2-year remaining commitment offers the Bears greater flexibility than a multi-year contract would require. If the Packers determine moving on represents the best course, a post-June 1st designation or trade could liberate $19.5 million in 2026 and $22.5 million the following year. Pro Football Focus ranked Gary essentially average among qualifying edge defenders in 2025, number 52 of 115, a ranking that should suppress his trade value toward mid-round draft compensation, perhaps the 4th-round selection like number 129 or a pair of later picks across 2026 and 2027. Such compensation aligns with historical NFC North transactions involving veteran pass rushers approaching the latter stages of their market windows. SpotTrack projects Hendrickson to command an annual average exceeding $25 million, while Phillips projects to roughly $17 million annually on a 3-year deal. At age 28, Gary provides a superior health profile and comparable upside to Phillips, while avoiding the age and recent injury concerns associated with Hendrickson, who missed 10 games last season and is 3 years older. Chicago could deploy the number 25 overall pick in April to draft an edge rusher, but the organization might extract more immediate value addressing other areas with that selection. Gary represents a stopgap solution, carrying meaningful upside. If he rebounds in 2026, the Bears gain a productive starter. If he underperforms, his contract could be traded again or terminated before 2027, creating a natural exit point the club would not possess with longer commitments to other veterans. Trading mid-round capital for Gary is not a guaranteed success, but rather a calculated, bounded risk that addresses an immediate roster need while preserving future flexibility. Given the cap relief and draft pick the Bears could offer, Chicago's proposal might prove compelling enough that Green Bay would find it difficult to refuse. I get why this sounds crazy. It's a Packers defender coming to Chicago. But strip the rivalry away and the math is interesting. You're not paying free agent premium prices, just betting on a rebound. Is that gamble worth mid-round picks? Let's interact in the comments and see the best opinions. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Join the community for exclusive daily content. We're here to keep you updated with everything going on in Chicago. See you next time.